Imagine this. A nation of hundreds of thousands has gathered. At the entrance of the sacred tent, where only leaders stand, Moses, the great prophet, sits in authority. The high priest is beside him. The elders of Israel surround them. All eyes are fixed forward. Suddenly, 5 women step through the crowd. No invitation, no permission, no husband or father to speak for them. Gasps ripple through the assembly. Women don't approach the leaders. Women don't challenge laws. But today, they will. Their names, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, Tirzah, the daughters of Zelophehad. They're not here to ask politely. They are here to rewrite history. The Israelites had wandered in the wilderness for nearly 40 years. A new generation had risen, one preparing to enter the promised land. Among the tribes stood the clan of Manasseh. In that clan lived 5 young women, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah, the daughters of a man named Zelophehad. Their father had died in the wilderness, but he left behind no sons, and according to custom, only men could inherit land, which meant these 5 sisters would receive nothing. Their family name would vanish, their legacy erased. But instead of accepting injustice, they chose courage. Picture this moment. Moses, the leader of Israel, sits at the entrance of the tent of meeting, surrounded by Eleazar the priest, the chieftains, and all the congregation, a place where only leaders and elders spoke. But suddenly, 5 women step forward. They stand before Moses, uninvited, unafraid, and they speak. Our father died in the wilderness. He was not among those who rebelled against the Lord. Why should his name disappear because he had no sons? Give us a possession among our father's relatives' silence. No one had ever made such a request. Women asking for land? Women challenging tradition? Moses is stunned. The leaders are speechless. And what does Moses do? He brings their case before the Lord. Then God speaks.
The daughters of Zelophehad are right. You must give them an inheritance among their father's relatives. Give them their father's portion.
Did you hear that? God himself declared, they are right. Not only were their voices heard, they were affirmed by heaven. And more than that, God issued a new law for all of Israel. If a man dies and has no son, give his inheritance to his daughters. Because 5 sisters had the courage to ask, generations of women after them gained justice. Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They didn't lead armies. They didn't part seas. They didn't call down fire from heaven. They simply stood up, spoke truth, and trusted God to defend them. And he did. So what do we learn from the daughters of Zelophehad? Faith speaks, even when culture is silent. They didn't accept, that's just the law. They believed God to be fair and just. God is not threatened by bold requests. He didn't rebuke them. He agreed with them. When you stand up in faith, you may open the door for others after you. Their courage reshaped the law of an entire nation. Maybe you've been quiet for too long. Maybe you've accepted a barrier that God never put there. Remember the daughters of Zelophehad. Step forward. Speak truth. Trust God. Because sometimes all heaven is waiting for is your voice.